If you haven't been to the gym in a while, it can be really daunting. This is Kim, I'm Christine, and we are the founders of Kim and Christine Coaching. Today we have Gina, who is the fitness expert that we've enlisted to help us get back into the gym, especially after the pandemic.
Gina, so we're so happy that you're joining us today. Can you tell us about the business you started during this pandemic?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm super excited to be here. So the business that I started was kind of something that kind of just came to me one night. So I've been teaching in professional gyms for a few years, and I had about 7, 8 different fitness classes that I would do a week. And I was getting word that gyms were closing because the pandemic was becoming very, very real in our area. And so a few nights before, I kind of was woken up in the middle of the night with, if the gym closes, you need to start a virtual gym as soon as possible. I wanted people to have a place that was safe for them. I wanted people to have a place where they can continue working on their goals, to continue working on their journey, making themselves better, but also having that accountability and motivation. I chose to do it through Zoom because it's very interactive. I wanted them to hear each other with the moans and the groans and the, oh my gosh, really? Or the, I feel so good, or this is great. I wanted them to hear that so they were also getting that, even though we're in quarantine, they're getting that interaction with each other. And then about 3 months later, the gym started opening, but people really wanted to continue virtually. They fell in love with it, as did I. And so we decided to make it an official name called Limitless Virtual Gym. And the Limitless means that everybody is on different journeys, different adventures, different starts, but what they can do is limitless as long as we do it together.
I love it. And I'm so excited to let you know, people, that we're going to partner with Gina for giveaway. So please stay tuned to the end for more detail.
Now on to the reason why we have Gina here today. So we have surveyed a lot of people and have chosen the top 5 reasons why people feel that it is very difficult for them to get back into the gym or back into a workout routine. So Gina, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So number 1, people have told us that they have gained some weight and they're kind of feeling self-conscious to go back to gym. So Gina, what would you say to somebody like that really wants to get back in shape, but they really don't feel comfortable just going out and showing themselves to the world?
Yeah, quarantine 15 is a really big thing, and it's real, and it happened. A lot of people, if they didn't have that motivation, and a lot of people dealt with a lot of anxiety and depression during that time, so they didn't have the energy or the want to go work out. So what often happens is the weight gain. So I love the virtual gym for that reason. So you're in these beautiful little squares, and you're able to be interactive with people with your video on or off. A lot of people feel that they're just not ready to go back to the gym for various reasons, like weight gain, or they just don't feel healthy or feel that it's a safe, clean environment. So there's always alternatives to doing it. And sometimes you have to start where you are. So maybe where you are is starting to work out from home, getting in that shape that you want, getting that quarantine 15 or whatever the gain was off, and then making your debut out in a gym or just continuing online.
That's a really great alternative, actually, is having the ability to do it from home and to even turn your video off. So you're showing up and you're being accountable, but nobody can really see you until you're ready. Now, we're going on to reason number 2. You fell out of the routine and you kept putting it off. So there are a lot of people who, once they get out of a workout routine, they find it very difficult to schedule those workouts back in and to get back on the horse and have a regular routine. Gina, for people who are in that situation, what do you recommend?
So I 100% talk with people all day, every day about routines and how their routines are broken. And I always tell themselves to give them grace. Give themselves grace. Let them know that they are beautiful in the skin they're in, but now it's time to get back to work. And so what I always tell people is, instead of saying I'm going to do it tomorrow, do it today. Stop putting tomorrow into your vocabulary. Only say today. And if that means today that you're just going out and going for a 10-minute walk to get yourself back in routine, that's what you need to do. If that means doing a run or a walk or joining a class, whatever you need, that's what you need to do. Sometimes people get intimidated because they feel as if they're not able to do a full class. I tell people that's okay. You do what you can do. So if that means coming on for a 10-minute, 15-minute stint of that class, I tell them go for it. And then those 10 and 15 minutes will eventually start to grow. All those modifications that you're going to be doing will eventually start to change, and they're going to see the difference. They're going to believe in themselves, and that tomorrow or next week will be permanently out of their vocabulary.
I really like that. It's like living the present moment. Sometimes if you look too far ahead, it's discouraging, but if you do one step at a time, you get a lot further.
Absolutely.
So reason number 3, you can't do the same activity you used to. Gina, in this pandemic, some people were really into certain classes or certain activities, and unfortunately now not everything is still back accessible, right? So what advice would you give to someone that they're no longer able to do what they used to do and they used to be passionate about?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was someone that was 100% into group fitness, and then I would go out on the floor and lift. And so when this pandemic happened, I was a little frustrated. I was like, oh, I don't have these machines at home. I don't have this. But what I realized, all you really need is the will to want to do it, the creativity to make it happen, and a few dumbbells, a few little mini bands, maybe one of those big stability balls that you can get super cheap, and then putting it all together and realizing you can get those same gains as what you had before that you can do at home. And there's so many options out there. We love to do different types of classes. Every time I do a class, it's never the same. It's always different. I don't believe in repeating the same class because I don't want your body to get so accustomed to what you're doing. So just like the classes at the gym or being out on the floor, you can duplicate that at home, and you can duplicate it. You really just have to have that will and want to do it.
Great advice, especially when you say you need to have the will to do it, and you also need to have the creativity. Now, that brings us to reason number 4. And reason number 4 is you don't know where to start. I'm sure as a group fitness instructor, you have a lot of new clients that come in and go, I need your help. I don't know what to do. I'm not really sure how to incorporate things into my routine at home or into the new workout routine that I'm about to start because I'm going to the gym again. What advice do you have for people who don't know where to start?
I tell people just start. Just start with something. I think that what happens is you go on Pinterest, you go on Google, you go and follow people on Instagram. So you almost get inundated with so much information, with so many different options and workouts that you get busy researching and planning that you never actually do. And then you get that paralyzed feeling that you just cannot do anything, and you're like, oh, I don't know where to start. This one says this, this one says this. So what I tell people, a great place to start is a little bit of cardio and a little bit of strength, and you mix it up. Because if you just do strength, you're not going to lose the weight that you want to lose. If you just do cardio, you're not going to have those gains that you want to have in toning and muscles. So I always tell people, have a little bit of both. Get your heart rate up for a short amount of time, and then bring it back down. Get yourself sweaty, and then get yourself sore. And that's what I tell people to do. I tell them to try Tabata, try HIIT classes. If you go on a treadmill and just walk, you're going to get bored, and then you're not going to see the results you want. If you want toned arms, you have to work for cardio and strength. If you want abs, you have to work on it every single day in the gym, at home, and in the kitchen. So there's always ways that you have to do it. And so I always tell people, find a buddy, find someone that's going to keep you accountable, and talk and figure out a plan together. I have so many times that I sit and have consultations with all my new members. Where is it that you are? Where do you want to go? And where do you want to see the results at most? And so that's what we do. So and it kind of gives them that opportunity to make a plan, and we make a plan together. And they're all of a sudden, they're not so afraid. They're not so overwhelmed. They're excited now to just get started.
You know, one thing I think I keep from what you just said is just start. And that's something in business we always say, stop the planning, stop the strategy, just start it. Just see where it goes. And it's exactly what you're saying. Just get into it, and stop thinking about it. So I really like that. So reason number 5 people told us was getting back to where we used to be. It's going to take forever. And it does, Gina, feel like that sometimes. It feels we were on such a high, we accomplished so much. And now it's just the hill. We look at it and we see it as a big hill, right? So because they know it's going to take a while, what would you say to someone to encourage them to still take that step further and go back into it?
I always tell people patience. Patience, patience, patience. Your body has memory. Your body has muscle memory. So where you were before, it's going to remember what you're doing, and it's going to get back there pretty quickly as long as you stay consistent. But I also tell people we didn't gain 10, 15, 20, whatever pounds overnight. It happened over a period of time. So just like that happened over a period of time, your body has to get back to where it was over a period of time. But the quicker that you commit and stay consistent in your everyday workouts, in your everyday healthy choice eating processes, the faster it's going to happen. So maybe your jeans are a little snug right now, right? We're all in, all summer you're in shorts, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I got to put those jeans back on. And your jeans may feel a little tight in the thighs or the calves or even in the waist. So use that as your driving point. I need to feel better. I want to feel better. Maybe I tell people, maybe stay off the scale. Don't always just go by the scale every single day, because a lot of times you'll lose inches before you'll lose numbers. And sometimes that's muscle that you're gaining as well that will change your numbers. I'm someone that I don't have a scale for myself because I will just become obsessive and just keep looking at it. So I share with people, go with how your clothes are fitting. If they're feeling a little snug now, let's see how they're fitting in 2 weeks if you stay consistent and you make those choices. And it's a lifestyle choice. I will not sit here and tell you that I don't eat candy corn. I love this season because candy corn is like my jam, but there's a time and a place to eat it. I do not eat it during the week. I'll splurge a little on the weekends. So that's what I tell people. You have to live life. We're coming up on the holiday season. You have to live life. A diet won't work. A diet is just going to make you feel like you are starving, like you're missing out on everything. But a lifestyle change, that's what works.
That is really, really great advice, especially for a lot of people who are starting to step on scales and are starting to see the numbers change, and it can be very discouraging. Thank you so much, Gina, for being here today, sharing your insights, and providing people with the motivation they need to get back into the gym and get back into a workout routine.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
So to help you start your fitness journey, we're doing a giveaway. So Gina, can you tell us what people are able to win?
Yes, so I would love to bless all these viewers out here and anyone that is curious. Maybe you're one of those people that are like, I want to do it, but I'm afraid. Maybe the thought of having your video off gives you a little bit more peace about it. So what I would love to do is anyone that is watching this, I would love to grant you 2 free classes. And all you have to do is send me a message, put K&K Coaching in the message. That's how I'm going to be able to know. And I will send you a schedule, and we'll have a little bit of go back and forth chatter where you can tell me, what some of your goals are, what you want to happen, where's your fitness level now, and I can help you pick out a class, 2 classes that would be really, really good for you to have.
That's amazing. And we also have another exciting opportunity for you. So if you want to join Gina's virtual gym, we have a bit of a reward or an incentive if you join through and mention K&K. Gina, do you want to explain what happens?
Yes, this is like one of my favorite parts. So I have unlimited travel certificates that I would love to give away to anyone watching this right now or the replay. K&K coaching has to be in there. But if you join my Limitless Virtual Gym, it is a membership of $25 a month. And if you join, you will receive a 2-night, 3-day stay. It's called the Family Fun Getaway. So it's 2 nights, 3 days for you and your family, or you and your spouse, or whoever you want to bring. And there are over 500 destinations to choose from within the United States and Canada. All you have to do is pay the activation fee and taxes. So I'll give you an example. My husband and I and my daughter, we went to Jersey Shore in the summer, and we used the Family Fun Getaway. So we went for 2 nights, 3 days, stayed in a really nice hotel. Would have cost us $375. We paid $50 for it. So I would love for you guys, for, you know, committing to staying dedicated to caring about you, having your you time. I would love to give you and your family, you and your friends, a trip, a getaway to reward yourself for a job well done.
This is awesome. What a better way, right, to celebrate your success with your family. That's even better. So if anyone wants get in touch with Gina, please check out her virtual gym. You will not be disappointed. And all the detail will be in the description box below.
And we just want to remind you that if you love watching these videos and you love the guests that we bring onto our channel, please click the subscribe button and also click the little notification bell so you're the first one to know when we have a new video available.
So see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.